Where else would you rather be on this Sunday afternoon? It's the championship final day of the Canadian Senior Men's Baseball Championship. We have one team that is advanced already to the title game, and it's the two-time defending champions from Quebec. In the last 2 years, who have they played in the final? The Regina Trappers. Who has a chance to join them? The Regina Trappers. But they'll have to beat a very good Team New Brunswick made up by Charlottetown Islanders, at least the majority of the group. And who gets the ball today? Do you smell what the Rock is cooking? Cody Rock, 31 years of age from Kenora, Saskatchewan, and he has been dynamite in his 8 innings of work here. Chip Sunday in Regina.
In the top of the first inning.
Is Rock, and he hit the tournament's leading batter, Duncan Pickett's, the 23-year-old from Kensington, PEI. Get these numbers. He's 13 for 17. Hitting .765 with a double, 2 runs batted in. He scored 7 runs, and he's on base again, hit by the pitch. And now the ball in the hands of arguably their best starting pitcher. He's from St. John, New Brunswick. His name is Hayden Dow, the left-hander. Pitched 6 excellent innings against the Etobicoke Rangers in his appearance here. Gave up 2 runs, 9 hits, struck out 8, and did not walk anyone in the game. He's 24 years of age and gets a piece of the pitch, and it also took a bite out of the starting catcher, Cole McLaren. Justin Cormier is at third. Max Grant's the shortstop. It's Ryan McIsaac in place of Logan McDougall today. A bit of a surprise. Probably has a lot to do with one player being a righty and the other being a lefty. DeZodel, no trouble for Max Grant. And there's one away in the bottom of the first.
Really, really good sequence of pitches there by Hayden Dow. That last pitch getting in on the hands of the second baseman, Jordan DeZodel. And he hits a little flare out to shortstop Max Grant. He's able to camp under that one easily. And we have one out here in the bottom of the first inning.
A breaking ball from Hayden Dow.
And you see the game plan from Dow early in this one is, you know, he's really wants to try and jam up all those left-handed bats that are coming up to the dish for the Regina Trappers, and so far doing a pretty good job of it.
Popped in the air. McIsaac and Grant both in the neighborhood, and the shortstop takes care of it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Getting a pretty good look at the range of shortstop Max Grant early in that one as he goes a long way out to short center field. Able to make the catch on that play, and we now have 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning for the
against Alberta. Hit it hard. Again, it's Grant. And again, it's the right result if you're Team New Brunswick. A 1-2-3 inning for Hayden Dow as we're nicely underway in semifinal 2 of the Canadian Senior Men's Baseball Championship on IKS. The 31-year-old does not waste time. And Myers' hot streak continues as he stays back on a breaking ball and bloops it into right field.
Not sure that Cody Rock was too happy with that pitch placement there as you see Myers get a good rip at that pitch. An 0-2 pitch there that I thought caught too much of the plate, and Myers going to make his way down to...
Hits it high and deep, but it's going to go foul, and it was clobbered.
Mm-hmm. He absolutely put a charge into that one. That one made it out by plenty down the left field line, but unfortunately probably about 5 feet outside the left field foul line.
And I could tell as he took a walk behind the mound that Cody Rock knew he made a mistake and just got away with it.
Yeah.
He left it up in the zone. That's the fastball, and McLaren had a good rip at that. The 28-year-old from Morel PEI, who hit .455 at last year's Canadians.
You have a look at that pitch before that where Cole McLaren got a hold of that one. You see where it bounces out there just on the other side of the road, but well foul out of Curry Field.
High in the air. Cody Rock wants everything. 27-year-old from Charlottetown who's 3 for 11. And make it 4 for 12. Hits a ball where it's pitched.
And that's right on the nose, Peter. And this team, New Brunswick, this Charlottetown Islanders team has done a really good job of that this week. That players not trying to do too much with pitches here. They see where the ball's throwing, that pitch right on the outside corner, and Ryan McIsaac does a great job there. Keeps the hands back, gets the barrel through, and just drives that softly into left field for a 2-out single.
It remains 0-0 in this semifinal in Regina.
Very impressed with Hayden Dow so far. Obviously a very small sample size here, but good job of getting ahead with his fastball, using that slider really well right now and keeping batters off balance.
Max Grant's had a lot of touches early. In fact, he's been a part of all 4 outs. 2 by way of pop out, the last 2 by way of ground out.
Does a good job of waiting back here. You see him get that good hop, and luckily it misses that lip, and good throw to McPhail at first base for the first out here in the bottom of the second inning.
The 23-year-old Max Grant, who had 3 stellar years at Canisius University and then transferred to a very good baseball school, the University of Alabama.
Game. But it gives you that chance to kind of rest some bumps and bruises and get ready for today's game like they have.
Cole Baumel registers the Trappers' first hit of the day as he singles up the middle, his 6th hit of the tournament.
Great at-bat there by Cole Baumel. He keeps the hands back, drives that one right up the box, and finally found a spot where Max Grant wasn't in the field and
so true.
Gets their first hit of the game. Woman for your team, but this Trappers team is showing that they're not going to go away too easily for sure.
Grant the turn. Edmonds runs well enough to be safe.
And 2 outs now for the first baseman, Phil Langlois.
Langlois, originally from Quebec. The 32-year-old first baseman, Edmonds on the run, and there would be no chance. McLaren gave it his best shot, but Edmonds had a good jump to begin with, and the ball in the dirt.
We see the look there. A couple of looks back in to see where the ball is, and as you said, pitch in the dirt that wasn't easily handled, and still gives it a go, but luckily for them, the good backup there keeps the ball in the infield. So runner in scoring position here for the Trappers early in this one.
2 innings in the books in the semifinal. Still looking for the game's first run here in Regina.
We kind of talked about this in his first start, but you'll notice with Cody, usually moves pretty well around the field as we've seen so far, but you can tell when he's able to start to get into a little bit of roll on the mound, Peter, because you'll see his body language and his tempo really start to pick up on the mound as he starts to try and navigate through this PEI lineup.
2-2. Dubois grounded out to Jordy McDougall at third to open the game. And he missed it. Great try by Unterreiner. And it turns into A strikeout, pass ball, and New Brunswick has the leadoff man on.
You see the swing there from Dubois, comes up empty, but just goes off the tip of Chris Unterreiner's glove back to the backstop. Attempts to throw down to, yeah.
A terrific slider that gets Pickett's for out number one. That's his best pitch of this game.
Pickett's unfortunately unable to make contact with that, and he's down on strikes for the first out of the inning.
Grant Langlois, it's fair, and a throwaway that's going to allow Dubois to move up to third base. And Max Grant is unhappy. He thought that ball was foul.
Certainly from the look we had up here, it looked like it might have been, but we're going to have a look here on the replay. I don't know if this one's going to help us from that angle, but you see the first base umpire point in. So you almost need that behind the plate view of that one to have a look at it to see if it was foul or not. But certainly looked like it might have been outside the first baseline there for sure.
Saved a run. Saw a huge play in the first semifinal in a one-run game when Guillaume Morin made what looked like a glove save behind home plate.
And a backhand on top of that.
And Rock loses McPhail.
You know, now we have runners on the corners here, 2 outs, 2 strikes. So we'll see if Rock can get it done here or not.
Up and in. And the other thing they've done is even when Cody has gotten ahead, they've made him work.
Yes.
In counts.
And that's important. I mean, there's good discipline at the plate as he's able to strike out Myers there to end the inning. But that discipline at the plate is huge for teams like that, just to make sure that you make that pitcher throw strikes to get out of innings like that.
Before this tournament started, and this is the first chance in person I've had to watch Cody Rock, you looked at me and you said, this guy's a bulldog and a battler. He just showed it again to end the top of the third with his 4th strikeout of the game. Trappers coming to bat when we return to the Queen City on Championship Sunday of the Canadian Senior.
Ooh, pretty good pitch there from Hayden Dow.
Remark to you off the air. Now I will remark on it. I think Dow looks even better today than he did on Thursday in the win over Etobicoke. Keller has a base hit to open the bottom of the third.
Good at bat there by Kendall Keller as he does what every 9-hitter is supposed to do. Turn the lineup over, get it back to the top of the order for second baseman Jordan DeZoto as you see him make his way down to first after that.
And can't pull the trigger as Dow with a dandy to strike him out.
We'll have another look at that one from Dow, but fastball that tails right over the outside corner, and good frame drop there by Cole McLaren as he holds it there for home plate umpire Sean Schaefer. And DeZoto rung up on strikes for the second out here in the bottom of the third.
His first strikeout of the game in my scorebook, unless I missed one.
Nope, you are correct.
He has 80 strikeouts in league play for the St. John Alpines in 48 2/3 innings. They're going to ask.
Yeah, good call on that one. Holds up on that one, and you can tell that Dow has a bit of a game plan here for a lot of the lefties on this Regina team that, you know, pounded away, kind of give him a show me fastball inside, something they won't be able to handle, and then just right back to that outside corner as he catches the runner taking off.
Kendall Keller, the throw is high. They had him picked off, and instead he's going to wind up at third. That has been confirmed by a very good source.
Okay.
Griffin Keller, Kraft has a beat on it. still in search of the game's first run in this fine semifinal affair on Championship Sunday of the Canadian Senior Men's Championships. Will crown a champion later today. Quebec has booked their ticket to the final earlier with a win over Team Saskatchewan. And Jack Kraft has a leadoff base hit to begin the fourth.
And this has been a bit of a constant here for Team New Brunswick now. As the last 3 innings, the leadoff batter has reached in each of those innings. And Peter, we talked about teams applying pressure to teams and defenses and stuff like that. And when you can get your leadoff man on, whether it be through the strikeout like it was with the error last inning, or the previous, the second and the fourth inning was by singles, you know, immediately it puts that team back on their heels right away.
And certainly it's been New Brunswick that has had more of the pressure on, as they do here. A fly ball towards Kendall Keller and the 24-year-old. Cody has made 2 appearances, a complete game win in his first appearance. Edmonds, did he get to the bag in time? He did.
Very close play. We'll have a peek on the monitor here upstairs, but I'm pretty sure that's the right call, as Edmonds had to put on the brakes real fast there, get back to second base, and oh, that's a very close play, but I think that is the correct call. It looks like his hand might have got there just before the foot gets to the bag. So the batter going to reach on the fielder's choice, and there are 2 outs now for third baseman Justin Cormier.
32-year-old from St. Anne de Kent, New Brunswick.
Kind of get the reverse look here now, and oh boy, is that close. Umpire right on top of it, though.
3-1 now to third baseman Justin Cormier. Langlois steps on the bag. They haven't been easy for Cody Rock, but so far, he's come up with the answers.
Try and recruit you for next year?
Honestly, as long as I don't have to go behind home plate, I'm good.
Or get mic'd up?
Oh, well. Boy, that'd be a first. Only since 1984.
That's it, eh?
Yeah, just that.
I was 1.
I know, we've played this game.
Not a lot, though.
And if you keep it up, you can get away from me, too. Hayden Dow has his best stuff on this Sunday. Very impressive. The 24-year-old left-hander, as he strikes out Jordy McDougall to open the bottom of the fourth.
Another really good pitch sequence there from Hayden Dow, and you see strike 3 is that devastating slider. The bottom just drops right out of that. Garner's a swing and a miss, and 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth.
Giving up just the 2 hits as he faces catcher Chris Unterreiner. That's good contact. As Jack Kraft strolls over for the second out of the inning. We have a great one brewing.
Yes, we do.
And that had late quality movement. Baumel chatting with Mr. Schaefer behind home plate about the location.
That slider's just so devastating. So much move.
I could tell about 3 pitches in that he was at a different level than what I saw, and he was awfully good on Thursday. But today,
he's just a gamer. He's a gamer. And trust me, I've seen that. I saw him throw a couple of times when I was at home for St. John. Every time he takes the mound, he's got a game plan, and you're seeing that at work today.
As impressive as he's been all day in that inning, 3 up, 3 down. Go the Trappers. 0-0 at the end of 4 in the semifinal.
We're at that point in the game now. You've seen two pitchers absolutely dealing here on both sides, and now you just try and manufacture a run somehow.
This one high in the air and actually carried more than I thought it might off the bat as Cole Baumel runs it down. 18, he was also hit by a pitch. Off the glove, Edmonds. That's what happens for you when everything's going well. And he's had, literally, I don't want to take anything away because he's put on some kind of show. But it's like in hockey. When you're scoring a lot, it seems everything you touch turns to gold.
Yeah, we just see on the replay there that, just off the tip of the glove of Rock and just slowed it down enough that the shortstop, Dylan Edmonds, couldn't make a play on that, and that's going to be an infield single for Duncan Picketts with an even hotter Max Grant coming up next.
Now, there's been many versions of the Canadian Senior Men's Baseball Championship going a long way back. I would like to know the last time someone had 14 hits in this tournament.
Yeah, that would be... Would have to go back and have a look, but I'm sure you're looking back into the 70s and 80s for sure for something like that.
There were 2 12s, and Max Grant, a great hitter in his own right, follows it right up with a line rip into right field.
Max Grant continuing to roll here at Curry Field as he rips that one into right field. Makes his way down to first base, and
2 on, 1 out as he comes in on Nick McPhail.
And let's not get it wrong here either. This is his second time throwing this week. And third if you include his relief appearance for 1 inning, absolutely. And
it was a lot of big work done in that inning.
So definitely getting tired a little bit
Could
here.
be 2. DeSoto, Edmonds, a one-hopper, and they still get him. I don't think that's how Dylan drew it up, but it's effective, and Cody Rock gets exactly what he was looking for.
Yeah, those innings that you have to battle like that, you get your ground ball here to second base, little backhand flip to short, Dylan Edmonds on to first. And don't know if he was gripping the ball too tight there, but Langlois picks it up, and he escapes another jam.
Dylan Edmonds, who had a little good fortune on a double play turn right before this pitch. Ryan McIsaac really did well to stay with that hop.
And you could tell from the way he was setting up, he's watched a few games here this weekend, Peter, because he was expecting that big hop that everyone else has seen. That one settles down right by his waist. He's still able to get a glove on it and gets it on to McPhail at first for the first out here in the home half of the 5th inning.
We've seen some great pitching this week. This start by Hayden Dow, for me, is about as good as I've seen.
Absolutely.
Right there with Cody Rock's first game effort into left, and Dubois has time.
The other name that comes to mind for you for that, too, was the game that Scott Beaver threw, who just...
struck him out swinging. Hayden Dow is retired 8 in a row.
What an outing by the lefty so far.
What a semifinal. One pitcher just battling his tail off. The other guy has his best stuff. Who's going to win it? We'll find out shortly. Maybe. This one could last a while here in Regina. This has been a high-scoring tournament by and large. Not this semifinal. Look at all the zeros. Looks like my bank account. And And by the way, Siri, you can beat it too. Past the diving Jordy McDougall. And a base hit again by Myers.
Myers has been swinging a really good bat here these last few games for Team New Brunswick, as you see him punch that one just past a diving Jordy McDougall at third base. And once again, Team New Brunswick has their leadoff man aboard here off of Cody Rock.
Rock. And it gets away from Dylan Edmonds.
Just a little bit of a mental mistake there. That bunt right back at Rock. He makes the throw to second, and unfortunately the player there at second base, Dylan Edmonds, unable to squeeze that one. So everyone going to be safe here.
New Brunswick. The table is set for them to score first. Rock, he'll go to third and get the out. He is such a great fielder.
Absolutely.
Ryan has a hit and reached on a fielder's choice. Into the hole. They're going to wave Kraft. Kendall Keller's throw.
Save!
Jack Kraft slides in under the tag.
Got the corner. Time.
And New Brunswick has scored. They lead at 1-0.
He got to the corner.
Good pitch there good swing there by Ryan McIsaac. Gets that ball to the outfield. Good, strong throw from the right fielder, Kendall Keller. And I would say that's pretty close there, as the base runner Kraft looks like he slides into the shin pads of the catcher Unterreiner, and I don't know if he makes it to the plate before that tag is applied here. We're going to have another look at it here now. Here comes the slide from Kraft. There goes the leg from Unterreiner. Still not at the plate yet. There's the tag, and I think Team New Brunswick might have got a little bit of a break there.
The 3-1 hit to Baumel. He'll come home. Here comes McLaren. And it's 2-0.
Time.
Justin Cormier, a sacrifice fly. He has yet to register a hit. That's his second RBI. And this one is beyond large in nature.
He didn't, so full count now, 2 outs. The runner at first going to be on the move here. Big pitch in this game now. Got to keep them to 2 runs.
Struck him out. So Dan Marari, pretty well done in place of starter Cody Rock, but the sacrifice fly adds to the New Brunswick advantage. It's 2-0 in the semifinal against the host Regina Trappers, who will bat when we return to Curry Field. In the air, and a couple of steps to his right for Duncan Picketts.
And we talked about off the top of the show, Peter, what Hayden had to do to be successful in this game, and so far, you know, he's writing the script on his own here. Like you said, 2 hits to this point in the game. As we see Brody McDonald down in the Charlottetown pen, just getting loose here in case needed, but right now it's the Hayden Dow show for Team New Brunswick.
McIsaac on a hop, 2 away. Be very curious to know how many pitches Hayden Dow has even thrown.
I might have an answer for you.
A very quick Bottom of the sixth for Hayden Dow, who to this point has been brilliant with a capital B. His team's 3 outs away from playing for a Canadian senior men's title here in Regina. Great pitching matchup most of the day between Hayden Dow, who, by the way, given up no runs, 2 hits through 6 innings. He's only thrown 65 pitches.
And the strike percentage on that, now that I just pulled it up on my screen, 49 of those 65 pitches thrown for strikes.
Not the least bit surprised. Been the best pitching performance of the whole week.
Absolutely.
Duncan Pickett's, who has another hit in the game. He's 1 for 2. Has 14 hits. And Baumel prevents him from adding to that ridiculous total.
Mm-hmm. And there's one out here in the top of the 7th inning for the shortstop, Max Grant.
Grant has a hit in the game. He's up to 11 hits in the tournament. There was 2 12-hit performances in Tecumseh 1 year ago. I don't remember seeing a 13 or a 14, though. Grant, this will be in foul territory and maybe well out of play, and it is. Of Max's 11 hits, 8 of them are for extra bases. Jordy McDougall gives chase and ran out of room. Good hustle by the Trappers' third baseman. And Grant's going to work his way to first by way of walk on this occasion. Grant on the move. Unterreiner, a strong throw, but Grant has to even dive back after almost oversliding as he moves himself into scoring position.
Good try there by Unterreiner, and Edmonds able to hang around at the tag, but Max Grant able to get his hand back safely before the tag reapplied. So another runner in scoring position here with less than 2 outs for Team New Brunswick.
Time.
And Morari hits Nick McPhail. Base hit. Here comes Grant. Keller's throw is too high. 3-0 New Brunswick. And that could be the knockout punch.
Yeah, good piece of hitting there by Myers. Gets the barrel through the ball again into right field for a single. Kendall Keller up with it clean, but unfortunately airmails his throw to the plate and going to give each of the base runners an extra base there as they both advance.
Still only 1 out. As the Josh Myers RBI train has continued. This could score a 4th. Baumel comes home with it. It's a good throw, but not in time to get Nick McPhail. And it's 4-0 as New Brunswick scores 2 in the 6th, and they've added 2 more in inning number 7.
Yeah, and situational hitting there. Jack Kraft able to get under that one, lifts a deep fly ball to center field, and we see Cole Baumel lining it up here. Great throw to the plate, but fortunately just a few seconds too late getting to Unterreiner, and McPhail slides in with the 4th run of the afternoon for Team New Brunswick.
Just ask the catcher if he's ever played the middle infield. In comes Kendall Keller to end the inning.
Nope. 4 currently right now in the afternoon.
Hunter Reiner with a good poke, and it will fall in for just the third Regina Trapper hit of the afternoon.
Good piece of hitting here by Chris Hunter Reiner. Rakes that one down the left field line, just lands inside the line fair, and trust me, it's a 4-0 lead here with 1 out, but I can tell you this right now, playing in front of your home crowd in a tournament that you've had for so long that you wanted to play in, this team is not going to go down very easy.
Baumel to left, but right at Dubois.
Good piece there from Baumel, but as Peter just said, Dubois about 2 steps to his left makes the catch.
With 2 out in the bottom of the 7th.
Foul ball, foul ball.
That might have been ball 3, but ends up as a check swing strike.
2-1.
First baseman Phil Langlois waits on deck if he's afforded the opportunity here in this inning.
Here you go.
And what you're looking for, if you're the Trappers, one thing: base runners.
Good call there by the ump. Edmonds holds up on that swing.
Towards Jack Kraft. Hayden Dow. Holy cow. You have pitched a masterpiece. And your team, New Brunswick, will play for the title of the Canadian Senior Men's Championship. A marvelous 3-hit shutout of the Regina Trappers to end their hopes of winning the Canadian crown at home. We will be back shortly to speak with Hayden and maybe a couple of others of the victorious team from New Brunswick and PEI. That's where the players primarily reside, and they'll play Quebec tonight at 7 for the title. Back with more from Curry Field after this.